Good morning. This is your weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, January 15th. Thank you for joining us this morning. Not too much to talk about here upcoming, but we do have a little weak system coming through the area. We'll talk about that, and some much colder temperatures are expected behind that system. So we have an area of high pressure in place this morning. Will remain in place through the day on Thursday. Really, the only concern we're going to have the next few days will be some lingering low clouds and patchy freezing fog, mainly across the Snake Plain into parts of the Magic Valley. Areas outside of that area should remain generally pretty clear here for the next few days. We do have that system moving in mid-afternoon Friday, continuing into the early morning hours Saturday. Expecting some widespread light snow with that system as it moves through. And then behind that will be the coldest temperatures we've seen so far this season. We'll talk about that shortly. Looking at the satellite imagery across the Pacific Northwest this morning, you see there's not much in the way of cloud cover across our region. However, there is a little band of some stratus, basically from the southern extent of the Wood River Valley, kind of going across the INL into the upper Snake Plain towards the Island Park region. So that's been pretty persistent for most of the night so far. Probably will linger for a good chunk of the day this afternoon as well. As far as our weather risk outlook is concerned, with that high pressure in place, no concerns here for the next couple of days. But again, we do have that system coming in Friday, bringing some snow, light accumulations expected predominantly in the lower Snake Plain into the southeast and eastern highlands with that system. And then we'll dry out once again, but again, it will be quite cold behind that system for the weekend and into early next week. As far as temperatures are concerned, today generally right around average for this time of year, right around freezing for parts of the lower Snake Plain into the Magic Valley. A little bit colder as you head up towards Idaho Falls and Rexburg area, but not much changes between today and tomorrow. Maybe slightly warmer tomorrow, but again, not all that far from our normal temperatures. It is mid-January after all. As we get into the day Friday, things will start to cool down as that system will have more cloud cover in place for most of the day Friday. So we won't get quite as much sunshine, so those temperatures will be a little bit cooler. But that cold front will come in late Friday night into Saturday morning, and that's when we'll start to notice the drastic temperature changes. As far as the system is concerned for Friday, again, not expecting a lot of snow with it, but we probably will see snow just about everywhere as the system moves through. Some spots might miss out on it, but you can see those accumulations are rather light. Some of our higher resolution models are picking up on maybe a little bit of an enhanced snow potential in parts of the lower Snake Plain around Pocatello, into Rockland, and into the eastern and southeastern highlands. We'll see where things trend here over the next 24 to 48 hours, but that is something that they have picked up on, and these snowfall totals have creeped up a little bit. In addition to that, part of it is probably because some of that moisture is coming in as temperatures are getting much colder as the front pushes through. So those snow ratios are a lot higher, like 15 to 20 to 1 snow ratios. So some dry, real light, fluffy snow. So that tends to accumulate pretty quickly. So that's what the models are picking up on now. We'll see how things transpire here over the next day or two. But those totals have creeped up just a little bit, but still nothing all that substantial with this system. And then as the front pushes through, again, that's when we'll get these much colder temperatures in. The image on the right there is for our lows Saturday morning. You can see a good chunk of the area is right around zero, some spots below zero. The areas along the southern part of the forecast area on the Utah-Nevada border, still in the teens, so not quite as cold, but that will change as we get into the following morning as things will continue to trend downward for the next couple of days. And Sunday morning looks quite cold, as do our high temperatures on Sunday itself. You can see everybody's well below the freezing mark. A lot of spots staying in the teens all day on Sunday afternoon, so it'll be quite cold. Monday looks to be our coldest morning in the extended forecast period. The image on the left there, those are our actual low temperatures. So you can see a good chunk of the area is below zero, with spots up towards Monida Pass and Island Park in the teens to approaching 20 below zero. Doesn't look like there will be a lot of wind Monday morning, but there will be some, generally 5 to 10 miles per hour. And when the temperatures are as cold as what they're forecast, it doesn't take a lot of wind to make those wind chills really start to get quite cold very quickly. So you can see a good portion of the area with wind chills in the minus 20 to minus 30 below zero range for Monday morning. So obviously quite cold, potentially hazardous conditions. So we'll have to see how things play out here over the days ahead. But there may be a need for some extreme cold watches in the near future here over the days ahead. So that's really the biggest impact that we're going to see here over the next 4 to 6 days will be these really cold temperatures behind that system. As far as the 6 to 10 day outlook is concerned, we kind of, much of the country is in a stretch of prolonged, well below normal temperatures. And we're kind of on the western fringes of that. But again, it will be quite cold here in the 6 to 10 day outlook, and looks rather dry. I'm not expecting much in the way of precipitation. Same can be said for the 8 to 14 day time period as well. Again, much of the country well below normal here for the 1 to 2 week time frame from now. So that's really all we have this morning. Thanks for joining us, and hope you have a great day.